So I would have to add a little bit of blue to create that purple, because basically blue and red create purple, violet color. When you study colors on this rose, you see there's some yellow, there's some blue in here, there's some pink. With QUIN.RED, create a nice purple color tone. So that's what I'm going to use over here in these areas, a little darker. Not neutral tint alone, but mixed with QUIN.RED. A little more water here. I don't want to go over here. This paint could be very easily activated because it's dry, but it's really not 100% dry. And I don't want to fight it once it starts bleeding. Okay, that's good, perfect. And so let's examine it a little bit. It has this shadow here. We're not going to worry about the shadow. Let's forget about the shadow, and then let's think about the first initial layers, which are very light pink with a little bit of cobalt blue and maybe there's a little bit of yellow ochre and burnt sienna. So I'm first going to go for this diluted QUIN.RED ochre. I used together already. See, like I'm painting with those lines. So it doesn't spread as much, I have to use a little more paint. With the very end of my brush, tiny bit of burnt sienna. Just add a little bit here. We don't want this part to be dark right away. So we're gonna just wet this section here, up to here. All this up to here. And then we need to darken it up. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. I'm gonna use a round 2 Versatile by Skoda, and I'll use some of this QUIN.RED right here with burnt sienna. Wet it because you want it to be wet, but you don't want too much water, because if you have too much water, the paint spreads too much and it's harder to control it. You have more control if you have water, of course, but not as much water. You don't want it to be dumpy wet, just wet. Okay, this is perfectly wet now. I'm gonna grab first sap green.